Morning, everybody. Hope everyone is well today. So today I want to do just a normal seated practice. I say normal. There's not going to be a lot of visualization. It's really going to be a simple sit today. I've been really craving quiet. And so that to me is where I'm going today with this meditation, is just to give myself more quiet, give ourselves more quiet, so that we can bring more clarity into our lives. The quiet is a beautiful place to exist, or try to exist, because it's where we have space to see clearly, and it gives us a chance to truly tap into what it is that we want and what it is that we need. And it is the time where we can give ourselves permission to change, right? We can give ourselves permission to do something different than we've always done. We can give ourselves permission to change our minds. We can give ourselves permission to go back to somebody and potentially say, I've thought about it and things have changed for me. So silence is a really beautiful space. So today we're going to sit together in this practice, and let's begin. So go ahead and take your seat. You can sit with your legs gently crossed in front of you and your hands resting gently on your thighs. Just making sure that if you're on a cushion that your knees are below your hips, so that they can relax. And if you're seated on a chair, your feet can be planted firmly on the ground, legs at a 90-degree angle, and your hands resting gently on your thighs. For this practice, I'm asking you to be palm down today and to close the eyes. So find your seat. Just settle into this space. Find a seat that feels comfortable and also one that you respect. See if you can feel yourself rooted into your support, almost as if you have roots coming down from you into the ground, rooting you into the ground, and then your spine is almost like the trunk of a tree, reaching toward the sky, branches, and then tuck your chin in to just stretch the back of your neck. And we'll begin by taking 3 long, slow, deep breaths, inhaling slowly and fully through the nostrils and exhaling deeply. Let your breathing return to its natural rhythm. Just let it be an easy breath. Begin to notice the sounds around you, sounds close to you, maybe sounds farther away. See if you can relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Let go of the cheeks and the jaw. Relax your ears. Relax the entire face. Soften the neck. Relax your shoulders back and down. And just feel the weight of your arms and your hands heavy. Relax the chest. The diaphragm. And let the belly go completely. And relax your right leg from hip to toes. And now your left leg from hip to toes. Just feel your whole body relaxed and still. You may feel sensation in the body, tingling in certain places, throbbing in places. You may feel discomfort. Just see if you can allow it to be there. You can move your attention to it if it's strong, but if not, just see if you can let it exist in the periphery here. Start to notice where you feel the breath most clearly. Could be at the nose, on the inhale and the exhale. Could be at the chest, the rising and falling of the chest. Or maybe the belly, the expanding and contracting of the belly. Just see where your breath is today. And let that be your center of attention. Let that be your anchor. And anytime you get caught up in thoughts, meaning that you're into tomorrow, into what's happening after this, into what happened an hour ago, just say thank you for sharing and come back to where you feel the breath most clearly in the body. Anything that becomes a distraction that just takes you out of the present moment, out of this focus, just notice it, thank it, and come back. The thoughts will be there. The emotions will be there. It's just if they're strong enough to pull your attention away so you're no longer with the breath, where you're becoming the thoughts as opposed to seeing them or standing outside of them. And we're going to sit like this for the next 3 minutes, and I'll keep track of the time. That's simply for you to know that we're going to sit here for 3 minutes. At the end of the 3 minutes, you'll hear the same sound, really. You can keep your eyes closed. Just notice maybe the discomfort of that sound, even that brought you out of where you were. And just sit in the stillness here. And start to take some deeper breaths. Just coming back into the physical body. Circling your wrists, your head, your shoulders. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and come back into the space. So that was 3 minutes in silence. And if this was comfortable for you, let me know. And if it was uncomfortable for you, let me know. Any way that you feel is the right way. There's no right or wrong experience to have. Even with the sound of the gong or the bell, sometimes it can be too loud and it can pull you out from where you are. And your practice in that moment is to notice that, like to notice that distraction, and to then bring yourself back to the practice. We're always practicing in this way. And so that's why meditation is such a big part of day-to-day interactions that we have with others, because it gives us the opportunity to really notice when we're distracted, when we're not present, and then to be able to move ourselves back into being present with someone else or with the group that we're with. And to be able to talk to ourselves differently in that moment too. When we get caught up, or when we, feel frustrated in meditation, or we're annoyed, or those types of things, it's to see that, not fall into the story around it, but for us to just be able to see the anger, see the frustration, see the annoyance, and in that moment say, okay, thanks so much for being here. I see you. I'm going to come back now to my point of focus, which is the breath, right? In this instance, what we were doing today. So share with me after this when you're ready, just if you liked the quiet, because I would love to do more, longer meditations that have more of the absence of my voice, just to give you a sense of really what being with yourself is like. And I just opened to this book, Letting Everything Become Your Teacher by Jon Kabat-Zinn, 100 Lessons in Mindfulness, and I'm going to read it. It says, acceptance. Patience can be a particularly helpful quality to invoke when the mind is agitated. It can help us to accept this wandering tendency of the mind while reminding us that we don't have to get caught up in its travels. Practicing patience reminds us that we don't have to fill up our moments with activity and with more thinking in order for them to be rich. In fact, it helps us to remember that quite the opposite is true. To be patient is simply to be completely open to each moment, accepting it in its fullness, knowing that, like the butterfly, things can unfold only in their own time. This is the book, Letting Everything Become Your Teacher, 100 Lessons in Mindfulness, Jon Kabat-Zinn. It's nice because you can just kind of flip it open and there's little paragraphs that can just help you recenter for the day or remind you to be present. I hope today's practice was helpful, and share with me what's coming up for you with meditation, with this practice, or what types of meditations you maybe like to try here, so that we can help you in the way that is best for you. Okay, lots of love. Mwah. We'll connect next week, same time, same place.